Rahim. So in the previous class, we were discussing about globalization. That what is basically globalization. There is no universally agreed definition of this term. So far, it has no widely accepted and definite definition as definition continues to broaden because this definition it is expanding its meaning it is expanding. So because of this there is no universally agreed definition of globalization. For example, social sciences discuss the political, social, environmental, geographical, and cultural implication of this term. Social sciences they define globalization in these meanings: political meanings, social meanings, environmental, geographical, and cultural features of this term, while others speak of technological globalization, but mostly people they are talking about technological globalization. They define globalization in technological terms, in technological development terms. However, most common definition and the one used in international business is that of economic globalization. But because of our subject, because of international business, our focus will be on economic globalization. It means dealing the entire world as one market economy. That is, if we will consider the entire world as one market economy. Take an example. Suppose previously, when science and technology was not that much developed, these are suppose different countries of the world: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm supposing these things. And this is the whole world, this circle, this is the whole world. So at that time, when you were taking goods from one place to the other place, it was taking too much time. Why? Because you were using horses, donkeys, camels, and these things. So it was very difficult. It was taking months. It was taking years, sometime, to take goods from one place to the other place. And suppose if you are selling these goods on credit, so then one time you will go to take goods from one place to the other place, then will come back. Then after 3-4 months you will go back again, and you are going for collecting your money, because at that time the banking system it was not that much developed. At that time there was no Western Union, there was no SWIFT, there was no concept of Hawala and these things. So it was very difficult. International trade, it was very difficult because of these distances. But now, because of the development in science and technology, these distances, it is no more a big issue. It is not a big problem for the importers and exporters. They can take goods from one place to the other place within hours, and sometime within days. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, like that. So previously the distance that was of months, now it is for days. It becomes very short. And also the international facilities, like the facilities of the banking system and the facilities of the internet, it makes these distances very small. Now you are watching the advertisements of a company who is from Afghanistan, and you can watch these advertisements here, and you can place orders on websites. You can place orders, And these countries, people or companies, they can make payments within hours through SWIFT, through Western Union, through different other facilities that are available internationally. So you can check the quality, you can check the quantity, you can check each and everything. So what happens? The whole world, it becomes a single market, it becomes a small market. So this is basically called globalization, that the whole world, it becomes a small village. Or you can say that this whole world, it becomes a small economy, it becomes a single economy. Take the example of European Union. There are 27 to 28 countries. They can trade with each other, they can go from one country to the other country without any passport, without any visa, without. And when you're selling goods from one country, you're selling goods in different countries, there are no taxes, import taxes, export taxes, and these things. There is free trade in these countries. So this thing made this European Union what? A single economy. So, what is globalization? Dealing the entire world as one market or economy. That the whole world, it becomes what? A single economy or a single market. And previously we were talking about that this is Afghanistan market, this is European market, this is American market, this is German market, this is that market. But nowadays, people are not talking about these things. People are talking about one single market. That is what? Global market, not individual markets. There are some other definitions of globalization coined by Theodore Levitt, Harvard Business Review, as if the entire world or major regions of it were a single entity. Consider these a single entity. Consider these a single organization. Sells the same things in the same way everywhere. And all these entities, all these major regions, they are selling the same good in the same way everywhere. Just like we talk about European Union. So what? Different companies from these 28 countries, they are making goods, they are selling it in the same way, prices, they are competing through quality, they are competing through prices and these things. But the major thing in this is what? Is quality. Now suppose these are different countries. You're living here in this country. Now you will purchase from that country whose product will be of good quality and of low price. The goods will be available to you within days. You know about home delivery, you know about online buying. So for customers, it is very you can say beneficial. It refers to shift toward a more integrated and interdependent world economy. So globalization, it is a shift towards what? A more integrated and interdependent world economy. Integrated, it is basically incorporation, because nowadays in the whole world, individually you can't survive. You have to import goods, you have to export goods. Individually you can't survive. And you know, export, it is very important for the development of the economy of a country. So the whole world, it becomes what? Integrated. They are incorporating with each other. They are helping each other and interdependent, and they are interdependent on each other. Suppose one country, he's making one thing, the other is making other thing, he's specialized in this, the other is specialized in some other things. So one country who is specialized in one thing, he is exporting these goods to these other countries and importing goods from those countries who are specialized in some other goods. So, like now you can take the example of some vehicles. So in Afghanistan there is no vehicle company. So they have to import these vehicles from other countries. Similarly, the Afghanistan dry food, so other countries they can't produce these things. So what are they doing? They are importing it from Afghanistan. So countries, they are interdependent and they are more integrated. Economic globalization, international integration, that is incorporation. Incorporation in what? Incorporation of goods, that is they are importing, exporting goods from each other. Technology, they're importing, exporting technology, they're taking help in technology from different countries. Information, similarly they're taking help in information. And labor, from one country labor is going to the other country. You can take the example of Dubai. So a lot of people from Afghanistan, they are in Dubai, they are in Saudi, they are in European countries. So that is what they are providing services there. So that is what? That is basically globalization, economic globalization. Help of countries in what? In goods, in technology, in information, in labor and capital. Sometimes people from Afghanistan, they are investing their capital in foreign countries, and sometimes people from foreign countries, they are investing their capital in Afghanistan. And the restrictions in movement of capital, it is what? It is very less nowadays. So economic globalization is basically world integration. Incorporation means helping each other in what? In goods, in technology, in information, in labor. If labor of one thing is not available in one country, so they are importing that labor from other country. They are taking help. They are inviting people from other countries to come to our country and help us. And capital, and sometimes capital is moving from one country to the other country. In this way they are also helping in what? In capital. So basically globalization is what? Is the reduction of these distances and making the whole world what? A small global village. Global village. And this is possible because of what? This is possible because of the technology. Technology reduces these distances. I told you about internet, I told you about the aeroplanes, the ships, and different other things, other technologies like Western Union, like SWIFT and these other things. So because of this, nowadays international trade becomes what? Very easy, and the whole world, it becomes what? It becomes a global village, a small village. Now, aspects of globalization. So globalization has two aspects. One is the globalization of markets, and the other is the globalization of production. So what does it mean? The globalization of markets refer to the merging of historically distinct and separate national markets into one huge global marketplace, just like we discussed previously. That previously these markets, these were distant, these were at large distances from each other. But now these distances are reduced, and these national markets, previously we were talking about Afghanistan market, we were talking about Pakistan market, we were talking about Indian market, we were talking about German market, American market, but nowadays people are not talking about these things, these individual markets, because now it becomes what? All these markets, these are merging with each other. Merge means because of development in science and technology, the distances is not a problem. Now these all markets, they are merged and they become what? A global market. Now this is called what? A global market. So the globalization of markets refers to the merging of historically distinct and separate national markets into one huge global marketplace. Previously, in many industries, it is no longer meaningful to talk about the German market or the American market. Instead, there is only the global market, because I told you that distances are removed. So now we are not talking about American market, or we are not talking about German market. We talk about what? We talk about global market. And I told you that one country is here, he's sending goods to this market. One country he's here, he's also sending goods. The other country he's also sending goods to this market. The other country he's also sending goods. The other country he's also sending goods. So that is what? The distances are removed. So now the market, the one market, it is, because of the distances, because of the technology, now it is not a big issue that this country will not send their goods to this market, or this country will not send goods to this market. Previously, because of the distances, only those countries who are near to this, they were able to send their goods to this market. But nowadays this is not a big issue. So all these all these nations, they can send goods to, you can say, all over the world, and the distances, it is no more a big issue. So these all markets, they are what? They are merging, they becomes a single market. So we call it what? A global market. The second is the globalization of production. Globalization of production refers to the sourcing of goods and services from locations around the globe. Sourcing of goods and services, I will talk about this, and around the globe, to take advantage of national differences in the cost and quality of factors of production like land, labor, and capital. Suppose this is the whole world. This is one market, this is the other 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 market. Now suppose if a company is producing mobiles, the company belongs to this country. But here, its production is costly for them. So what are they doing? They will find a market in which their cost will be what? Will be reduced. So they will shift their whole setup to this country. Why? Cost of production will be low here. The labor cost will be low here. The material cost will be low here. And the taxes are low here. So because of this thing, their overall cost of production, it will be what? It will be reduced. Now see, the company belongs to America, but they are coming to China. Why? Here the labor is available. Here the material is available. Here the taxes are low, and different other facilities are also available here. So their overall cost of production it is coming down. So what are companies doing? That they are searching for those markets in which goods and services. See here, what is he saying? The sourcing means sourcing of goods and services from locations around the globe. Sourcing means movement of goods and services from locations around the globe to take advantage of national differences in cost and quality of factors of production like land, labor, and capital. That is to take advantage of these factors of production, land, labor, and capital. Now it is not a big issue. You can take advantage of these things. Companies compete more effectively by lowering their overall cost structure or improving the quality or functionality of their product offering. And now companies, they are moving from one country to another country for lowering their overall cost structure or improving the quality. They are moving because they want to improve their quality, because if their cost is reduced, so now they will focus on this thing, improving the quality or functionality. They will work on the functionality of their product offering. You can take the example of mobile. The functions the functions which are available to you now, previously these functions were not in the mobile. So they are moving from one country to the other country because of what? To take advantage of these things. To take advantage of what? They are sourcing their goods and services. They are sourcing goods and services from locations around the globe to take advantage of national differences in cost and quality of factors of production. Why companies are moving from one country to another country? Why companies are moving from one country to another country? The reason is to take advantage of these differences, because in one country, when they are producing, their cost is high. When their cost is high, so they will make low quality products. So what are they doing? They are searching for those markets in which their cost is low and they can take advantage of what? Land, labor, and capital factors of production. Means they are taking advantage of these things. I think for today it is enough. So inshallah in the next class then we will talk about the globalization forces, inshallah.